enlightened beings, thank you for returning. And now, without a moment's waste, we shall resume our tale.
I'll show her your love.
Captain, I want to thank you for unsequestering me out of that room with my ex-wife, even though we weren't able to come to an agreement.
And I want to thank you for opening up something in me. 3, may I call you? 2?
I'm 2.
You 2.
As in 2 become 1.
As in, let me be 1 then.
As in, Captain, you've read my mind. I know the time is short. You've got to make a decision, because we could only be on board for 36 hours. And we're not to Calaxia yet. And I don't mean to do anything to sway you, Captain, unfairly. I want you to make this decision based on your moral judgment and wisdom.
Based on my moral judgment.
But, Captain, will you marry me? Will you join me on Calaxia as our new number 1?
I will!
And be our queen?
I'll be your queen, not yours!
Wait a minute.
I had a pang of guilt there for a minute. My ship, my crew.
They can come too.
Okay. We'll all be one big, happy family.
Why don't we go for a little joyride on my space caddy?
Oh, let's go.
Right this way.
Commander,
Lieutenant?
thank you for meeting me here in hydroponics.
It's always nice to be here with the baby plants.
Jill.
Brian.
Sitting next to you every day on that bridge, with my left hand so close to your right, it almost makes me want to do this.
Brian, you know I love my job. I wouldn't do anything to put it at risk. But when I am sitting there touching the Levitron, it makes me want to go like this.
Uh-oh.
Take a step to the left.
I don't know the rest.
That's always been our problem. We never remember the damn score to the Rocky Horror Show.
If you would have just admitted that the Bee Gees were better than Meatloaf.
Jill, I don't know if you're aware of this, but things haven't been going well for me on board. You remember, I suppose, that unfortunate incident where I was flushed out of the ship with all the crap.
Brian, I held it together on the deck, but I want you to know that inside, I was terrified that we were going to lose you. I was so worried that you were going to get lost, that you were going to be lost forever, floating out there, wrapped in toilet paper.
As I was out there dangling in space, barely able to breathe, my eyes bulging out of my skull, wrapped in toilet paper, all I could think about was you.
Brian, when I saw you on the screen, floating in space with balls of urine floating around your head.
I never wanted you to see me like that.
But no, it was celestial. Who could have known? It was beautiful.
Are you saying those floating urine balls attract you?
It was just the light that was coming from Galaxian's moon. A moon that was reflecting one
Stop!
of
Stop! I know where this is leading, you and I getting back together, giving it one more try, but we can't. We can't, I tell you. Jill, the captain has turned against me.
Oh, no.
Oh, Brian.
We had a meeting. She almost kicked me in the groin, Jill. You know what that means in coalition lore.
It means lack of the ability Yes.
It means something too harsh to say in words. It means that she's lost faith in me.
She doesn't think that you have balls anymore.
If only she could have seen those urine balls.
I'm sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting anything, but strange news. The captain has agreed to wed number 2.
What?
And she's taking us all to their planet of Galaxia.
This
You
is...
mean to marry her? Him? It? That thing?
Yes, she's decreed it. We're
That's-
all to go down and attend her wedding.
No, she can't. He's the one. He's the villain, I'm sure of it. I spent time alone with the queen. I'm sure she's the benign one.
But wait! I was speaking with number 3.
Okay.
Yes. We were having soup together. He threatened to kill number 2. So
We have to get down to that planet right away. Somehow or another, we have to stop that wedding from taking place.
Are we supposed to go against the captain's orders?
Don't you understand?
Ah, I found my crew! Funny finding you here. I don't even know what this place is for. Let's all go to the bridge. We are attending a wedding. Don't you want to know who's getting married?
We know who's getting married, Captain. You're getting married.
Yes, I'm getting married. And you are all coming with me. We're going to find a new home, a new family, if you will, on Galaxia.
Captain,
Yes,
Do you-
yes, Commander.
do you understand the United Coalition of Galaxies? Item 14, Book 34, Verse 5. That personal relationships shall never supersede your role in the United Coalitions of Galaxies.
Of course, I understand that. But this is...
Suspend! Yes. We are all familiar with that law. One of you please call out, what is the consequence of breaking that rule?
No pants.
Louder, please.
No pants.
No pants. Yes. If that rule is broken, then that crew member shall never wear pants again. So be it.
Captain, I'm sure that you're familiar with the consequences of breaking that law. You will lose your pants! Do you realize?
I understand, Commander, and thank you for pointing it out.
I know.
However, if you read that little text further, you will notice that any decision I make needs to be for the best of the crew.
This is really what you think is for the best of the crew? To
Absolutely.
take us off our mission and land us on a planet, assimilate us into a world where you won't be able to wear pants.
Frankly, it sounds good to me. It sounds like freedom. Maybe we should all take our pants off when we land on the island or the planet.
Captain, if you look further, in chapter 4, book 14, verse 3, when the commander believes that the captain is acting out of best interest of his crew or her crew, the commander shall step in place of the captain.
You made that up.
I'm confused. Were we supposed to read those books? Because this is all new to me.
They didn't have an audio version. We'll get it to you.
Huh. When I was on the ship earlier, when I was being given a tour by the commander earlier, it was very nice of the commander to show me where the ship's replicators were, here in hydroponics. I think I can figure this out. Replicator, please, make me a cloak that looks exactly like number 2's. Yes.
Wow.
Perfect.
Cool.
Then, I shall impersonate that foul cur. Exit night, enter light. Ah, queen number 1.
Number 2.
How are you?
I'm good.
I've slept on it, and I've realized I still love you. Will you take me back? I want to marry you again.
Yes, I'll take you back.
Then you love him, me. Still. It's that easy.
I do.
All I had to do was just ask for your hand back, and
All you had to do was play that hideous music.
then
You had me at that hideous music. You knew that.
that terrible, forbidden music that I love.
Yes, the way you jumped up and down. I couldn't help myself.
Captain, there appears to be a disturbance on the 3rd deck. I'm bringing it on screen now so you can listen.
Then it's true. Calaxian odd-numbered women do like even-numbered bad boys.
Yes, we love bad boys.
Commander, take over. Commander, wait.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Then you really are a war criminal. You're fraternizing with those terrible even numbers and their terrible numbers, and I heard you admit you like their music. You like it.
Number 3. Please, I didn't mean to hurt you.
I'm sorry, I can't sit on this information. I have to spread the word
No, you're
to
just...
all other odd numbers.
No, if you could just be bad for me, I will love you. Just try to be bad. Come on, do it. Come on. Be bad.
I love you.
That's not bad enough.
And I would do anything for love,
Also not bad enough.
but I won't do that.
Suspend! It seems that the most powerful emotion of all, love, is the one that is creating such calamity among our people. Let us now fast forward to the planet in preparations for the wedding. Which 2 characters would you like to see first? The DJ and the lieutenant. Let it be so.
I'm so pumped that I got this gig.
How can you be concentrating on this gig when the situation is such as it is? Our commander has taken control from the captain. Our captain is running away to live a pantsless life in matrimony. With the evil tyrant, you and I, doomed to live on this planet forever, and all you care about is your DJ.
Well, the way I see it, Lieutenant, is that this place, they love music. And they're divided, and they seem to need someone who can bring them together. And I need an audience. It's like I was made for this planet. Like I was meant to be their savior.
I don't understand what's going on. You took an oath. We all took an oath. To the ship, to the crew, to our mission.
Well, if the captain's going to break that oath, then why do any of us have to listen?
Suspend. Do you see how easily they break their promises? Continue.
I can't believe it. You're acting the way they told us Earthlings act in the dim ages, back in our primitive times, back when we still thought eating organic garden-grown vegetables was good for you.
So, Lieutenant, are you saying that we need to break up the captain? And number 2, she's in love.
Yes. Don't you understand? We can't stay here. This is exactly the way love has 2 sides, you see. There's that beautiful side of love, that which ennobles us, that which makes us grander than we could ever be alone. But then there is that dark side of love, that obsessive, compulsive side which pulls us down and makes us act in ways that only savages truly act. We need to be better than that. We need to rise above that dark element of our love, because that isn't true love. That is obsession, and that is self-destructive behavior.
Ooh.
Is that how you think that I feel about music?
Surely you must love a person.
Not more than a disc.
Don't you see how unhealthy that is?
Aren't you the one who keeps lobbying for us not to exercise or eat vegetables? Lieutenant, some people are not made for another person.
Suspend. Some people are sometimes not made for another person. Interesting. Interesting that the ensign would say such a thing. For I would imagine that someone who devotes themselves to music does so by some deeper intention. I can feel and sense pain in the ensign's voice. There's a deep history here with this one. And I wish to see him tell us what it is in a monologue. Why? Why does the ensign feel this way regarding love?
He was cheated on.
I'm sorry, I heard something here.
He was cheated on.
He was cheated on. Let him regale the tale.
Okay.
Lieutenant, it was many years ago, back on Earth, before I joined the coalition. I thought I knew what love was. I had someone sweet. We were together for a long time. Every Saturday night, we'd go roller skating together. The DJ would play that music, and we would dance together. And boy, could she skate, just going backwards, and I'd be holding her hands. But one day, I tried to surprise her. I wanted to play a special song for her. So I got in there early, I went up to the DJ's booth to give him the record, and what do I see when I open the door? She's smooching all over. And I saw that maybe if I wanted real love, then I had to become a DJ. But I didn't find another person, I just found the music. And I started listening to it. And I realized that it's beautiful words. That was all I needed. I didn't need another person. I could just get lost in the melody.
Innocent. There's someone out there for you. If that's what you want. If that's not what you want, that's fine. You can have your music. But if you think somewhere, still deep inside you, there's a part of you that longs to connect in a healthy, loving relationship with another consenting adult, then I say you go for that enthusiastic yes.
Well, if that's the case, Lieutenant, why do I constantly stand here beside you and the commander, both of your hands twitching as if they want to move in a certain direction? Me, standing here, not moving my hands at all, seeing the tension between you.
All right, yes, you're right. The commander and I are ex-lovers. And I love her still. And she loves me.
And yet you're not together.
True. But this conversation has made me realize the foolishness of that. And I'll tell you one thing, Ensign. If there's one thing I'm going to do, it's going to be to rescue the captain, put the correct villain in jail, tell my love I really love her, and get us all back on that ship. Peanut butter be dead.
Number 4, join me. Don't worry, there's no one here.
Number 2.
No venue.
Number 2.
My sister.
Oh, you have been brilliant.
Our plan has come to full fruition, for number 1 now lies in prison.
Excellent.
Yes, and once I marry that foolish earthling captain, she will not be nearly as beloved amongst our people as number 1 was. And I will be able to rule as number 2. And you by my side, sister. We shall rule all of Calaxia,
Yes.
listening to heavy metal. It's so weird that you look exactly like my former wife. Once I'm married, I can throw that pantsless idiot in jail. She'll have no say as a foreigner on Calaxia.
I love it.
Very well. Then, stop looking at me that way.
I can't help myself. We can divide.
Then I shall meet you back here for the ceremony.
Even numbers conquer.
Nothing can stop us now.
This way, behind this ridge. Funny the way the mountains are formed and the ravine runs down into the canyon. It looks a bit like the hydroponics bay.
Strange. From this distance, the trees look like tiny petals of ficus.
Jill, now that you're in command of the ship, you need to put all of these feelings for me aside. You need to direct every ounce of your energy to helping me rescue the captain.
Brian, I will only do that. I will only do that. Any feelings I have for you have to be put on the shelf until we get things right. We need to go after them.
Even hearing a metaphor like being put on the shelf makes me think of you.
Oh, Brian, will you please forgive me?
Yes. I have tracked the headquarters of the evil number 2. Past those mountains, down the ravine. Are you ready to take this gamble with me?
Brian, I'm going to take this gamble with you because you need to know that I still love you. I would do anything to keep you safe.
No one's ever said that to me before.
I believe it.
That really hurt.
I think you misunderstood me.
I hope I did.
What I meant was, I believe that I will save you. And that you will be safe on board the deck of our ship, next to me in your chair. And
Go.
no,
Come, before the sun's set.
I can't believe it. Me, pantsless Captain Jessica Menora, about to be Mrs. 3. Where are you, my hunky metal alien? Come on, I'm ready for you.
Beloved.
Breezy.
Oh, it's probably bad luck for me to see you before the ceremony, but I can't look away.
Is it because I'm not wearing pants?
Yes. And the traditional marriage robes of the Calaxians suits you. I was so glad that we were able to transfer all life support systems from the disco ship ball and my cool, badass guitar ship into your ship so that we could actually make it beyond the 36 hours that we had feared about before.
You're nervous. aren't
Here's the
you?
Calax. Yes, I'm rambling.
You always ramble when you're nervous. At least in the last 34 hours you have.
Yes. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Oh, my love.
You are worth me destroying my entire life as I've known it. That's how much I love you.
And you'll take your place on the throne and decree that all on Calaxia must listen to nothing but heavy metal.
No!
Freeze, Captain!
Rude.
Captain, this is for your own good. Please come with us.
What have you done to my husband-to-be?
He is not who you think he is. He is a traitor and a treacherous villain. Captain, you must come back to your senses.
Jessica, remember who you are.
This is an intervention.
Suspend!
Intervention.
An intervention, yes, yes. The captain has a choice to make. I wish to test her integrity once again. Her loyalty. Will it reside with her own or with her love? I wish to bring this being back to consciousness. What does he say to the captain that makes her decision that much more difficult?
My shoes smell.
My shoes smell. Yes. Rise, baby. Rise and wake.
Oh, please. He's done nothing to you. Oh, my love.
Yes.